It's Friday, and you know what that means. Live from the state of Tennessee, it is Halloween here in Munford, Tennessee, as we welcome you inside for some Friday night football, getting ready for a phenomenal matchup, which should be Munford and Memphis Central, coming into you live once again from the state of Tennessee. As you see the beautiful view of this great football field and this great matchup that we have tonight here on Halloween night. Memphis Central and Munford. They come into tonight with a 9-0 overall record, 3-0 in district, 14th best ranked team in the state of Tennessee, coming out of that 5A Region 8 league here in the state of Tennessee. Massive wins. We'll talk about their wins later on as we get in through this pregame show. Memphis Central coming in tonight 7-2 overall, undefeated in conference play, as the 106th ranked state best team in the state of Tennessee here, as a 5 with coming out of that 5A Region 8 league division of that Tennessee Class 5A. Talking about Memphis Central's home record, 5-0 at home and 2-0 and undefeated as well on the road as well, with a 2-2 away record. Overall, plus 500 team for Memphis Central at a 78, but Munford at a 1.0 win percent rate. Absolute perfect season that they've had so far. 4 home wins for them this year, including 5 away wins on the road. Should be a fun matchup tonight. It's the District 5 championship, and a huge heated rivalry as it's senior night, the last night for Munford to be on this field. It's going to be a big night for those seniors, as it should be a fun one. If it sounds like I'm struggling to talk today, still recovering mentally and physically from that 4A state volleyball tournament in Wynne, Arkansas this past week, as you'll see Westside and Pulaski Academy play each other for the 4A state championship, which should really be a fun matchup. Both those schools, PA, one of the top teams in 4A this year for the state of Arkansas, and just had such a fun week. 3-day event. 4A state tournament was a blast, but like I said, still recovering from that. So going to try to get through tonight the best we can. Got a small crew once again here, but really should be a fun matchup, as we're in the great state of Tennessee is the Munford Cougars. Once again, undefeated, led by Coach Slane Calhoun. Memphis Central, led by Coach Farmer. As we're about to see the Munford Cougars about to walk out here. What should be, once again, a fun matchup, as they got some flickering the lights in here inside this beautiful stadium. Again, should be a great football match tonight here on the Central Sports Network. And again, talking about that 4A state volleyball tournament that we had, was a really, really fun time once again in Wynne, Arkansas. All of those games are on demand, free, available anytime, anywhere where you want to watch them. Central Sports Network on YouTube, but you can go to centralsportsnetwork.org/watch to watch all of those games on demand, and watch this game on demand if you can't catch this game live. Both bands here tonight as well. We've got Memphis Central's band and we've got Munford's band as well. Munford has a massive band with the big coming out here and with the M shape. Again, it's senior night for Munford because last home game this year. So again, Munford, a highly ranked team in the state of Tennessee, 14th best ranked team in the state. Again, a fun matchup tonight that we have. Memphis Central, tough team. We're not really going to know who's going to be playing that quarterback spot. They've got 2 guys listed. Technically, number 4 and 5 will, I think, switch out between quarterback, but could see a lot of direct snaps to the running back tonight. So kind of not sure really what to expect from this quarterback position for Memphis Central. Got a tight press box squeeze up here, so there's a lot of people in here in this press box. It's a tight squeeze, so if you hear people talking, we apologize, but we're about to kick off here. This one is going back, and it's going to be Munford who's going to be getting this one to start this one out. We could see a solid run here to start out here. As you know, Munford is a very, very good team. They have a great special teams as well. And we've got a flag on the play. Flag on the play. We're going to find out very, very, very soon where that flag is at. It was a great kick to start this one out. Starting out here. Munford is going to start out with this ball, and it's going to be on the receiving team. Munford is going to take the penalty. So, possible block in the back, I believe.
Illegal block by the kickoff.
Yeah, so block in the back.
Cougars have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let me get these rosters situated here. Again, Munford, very, very powerful. They have a strong run game. I believe over 400 rushing, 400 attempts on the ground this year. Handoff right up the middle, and he's broken it. He's turning in a nice tackle from Memphis Central that time. A really solid run that time for Turnage. The senior running back, 5'7", 175 pounds. He's got a lot of yards on the ground this year. So. Picked up the first down for Munford. So, kind of switching out this formation here. Gonna flip it. Go for this heavy right here. Just direct handoff once again. That's the number 2 that time. That is Tay Starks. Starks on the run that time. Nice pickup once again for Munford. We got a flag on the play, and I believe it had one of the Munford players go down. Possible penalty, I think, is going to be on Memphis Central, and it's going to be, so unnecessary roughness on the defense here. So we'll get to move here. We'll have to move the chains, Munford. Again, getting more action on the ground. Only two plays in this opening drive. Already got 2 first downs. Heavy right here. Again, we'll keep it here. This one is going right here. It's a direct handoff to Starks. Starks is stopped pretty quickly. See, Boybe. Put back. I don't think any kind of pickup, no gain that time.
Starts on the keeper, is going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss.
So actually a loss of 2 that time on the Cougars. Make it 2nd and 12 here. Now will the Cougars respond here? Once again, another direct handoff to Starks. Starks gained some that time. Probably about a 4-yard pickup on the play.
Starks on the carry, straight ahead.
That one just straight up the gut. So now 3rd and 8. Munford is a team that has a lot of third down conversions this year. It's a team that, when their back's against the wall, they know how to find themselves and dig themselves out of a deep hole. As we'll mention the schedules for both teams later on, probably at halftime whenever we get the chance, and that was a handoff too. He's going to be brought back from Turnage. And a big play for Memphis Central, the Warriors, as that's a big loss for Munford that time on the play. That's going to force the special teams to come in. So again, massive loss of yards on that play. Ended up being 4th and 7, but be forced to punt this one away. Memphis Central's band is just now showing up. I have twins split towards the right. Split on either side, but this is a punt. Be punt away from Yout. Be bagged. That one's dropped. Picked up from Munford. Big play for the special teams to get the football that time. And Munford will keep it. They're going to stay on offense. A big play after kind of not catching it that time from Christopher Working on Memphis Central. So losing their first offensive opportunity this game. A great play from the special teams that time. Munford will stay here on offense. Keeping out. Kind of more heavy left here. Direct handoff. That's to Starks. Starks still on his feet. Finally will be brought down that time from Jaden Cole. Cole listed tight end, and we've got possibly no penalty called. Going to keep it out here. I think one of the Memphis Central and Munford players kind of got into it. Looks a little bit of chapping going down there. Again, this is a heated rivalry in the state of Tennessee. District 5 rivalry. Once again, that'll be directly handoff to Starks that time. Starks on a big gain that time. Nice spin. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. And will finally be brought down. Starks with a huge play that time. Kind of brought down there by Hooks from Memphis Central. Hooks a senior this year for the defense. Really a great way to be able to stop Starks there. Starks has had already a lot of explosive plays here. He handed off right once again to Starks. Starks using his men. A nice 5-yard pickup that time. That should be a first down, as it will be a first down. Be still 7:05 here in the opening quarter here from Munford, Tennessee. Be handed off once again to Starks. Starks, he broke a few tackles that time. He dropped right around to that 2-yard line. Been in the red zone for a minute now. They're going to look to punch this one in. Starks will have it. Can he find his way in? I think he's across it, and he touchdown. Touchdown, Munford. So the Cougars will go up 6-0 here. We'll put 6 on the board. Big time play. And once again, Starks, massive, massive movements on the ground for the Cougars here to start out this game. They're going to go back here. It looks like they're going to kick this one. I got Lucas Kroller now up for the kick. The kick is good. So Munford undefeated. They will go up 7-0 here. Live from Munford, Tennessee. Central Sports Network. We'll return in just a moment. We welcome you back here. Munford going up 7-0 over Memphis Central to start out quarter number 1 here from Munford, Tennessee. Munford again, undefeated on the year. Seriously a dominant threat on the ground. 14th best ranked team in the state of Tennessee. Memphis Central is going to have a hard time tonight containing that ground game towards Munford. As Munford, with Tay Starks, they've already proved so far tonight that they can run it. Now we'll kind of fake it there. And we'll go deep back towards the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Memphis Central will set up shop at the 25 here. And finally, Memphis Central will get their first offensive possession after forcing Munford to a 3-and-out. Munford had went for the kick, and it was dropped and fumbled, or not fumbled, it just dropped it in general by working of Memphis Central, and then caused a turnover. Got almost a full crowd here in Munford. Quarterback will keep it. We'll get that one out. That is out to number 2. That is Kobe Jackson. Jackson with a solid pickup about 5 that play. We noticed that Memphis Central will kind of switch out Brooks Wright and Christopher Working. Wright, a sophomore, Working the senior this year. They will switch out both guys. Both will play quarterback. Could see a lot of screens, though, tonight for Memphis Central. It's a big play of theirs. Kobe Jackson. Nice handoff. There's a handoff to Kobe Jackson, from Wright. And Jackson, I think he'll actually lose a yard or 2 about on that play. I think about a loss of 1 there. It'd be 3rd down and 4 here. A very manageable 3rd down here for Memphis Central. The Warriors will go out, and it's trips, split trips to the right, single slot on the left side here. Nice snap and handoff to Jackson that time. Jackson will be brought down about 3 yards shy, actually, 4 yards shy of the first down. I think quite only a pickup of 1. So 4th down now. Munford able to force most likely a 3-and-out here. We look to punt this one away. Well, we're going to have Turnage back, and no, they're going to get that one off, and that is a 1st down. Out of nowhere, kind of thought that they were going to punt that one away. Then instead they found Jaden Cole, the senior tight end. So a big 1st down for Memphis Central. Kind of a risky 4th and 5 there. Warriors able to dig deep here. They're going to have to dig deep tonight if they're somehow going to upset Munford. Munford's such a highly ranked team. Split twins on either side here. For Wright. Wright will try to find a man deep left side. That one is caught at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Back to the crib is Memphis Central. Nice catch. And what a big play for Farmer. Farmer, the senior wide receiver, and a big play for Memphis Central. Able to respond towards Munford. Big, big, big play for Memphis Central. It was over a 60-yard throw, I believe. Have Joshua Haley up to kick this one for the extra point for Memphis Central. That extra point is good. So now we've got a tied ball game here inside the state of Tennessee. 7-7. Memphis Central able to respond for Munford. We'll take a small break here. This is Tennessee football here on the Central Sports Network. We welcome you back live here, Central Sports Network, Friday Night Lights here from the great state of Tennessee. Memphis Central able to respond to Munford on a big play there, big gain, an air raid out the air. And Memphis Central able to respond to the Cougars. Now a tied ball game here, still in the opening quarter, 4:08 left to go. As this game honestly could go down to the wire. Don't want to jinx anyone just yet, but Turnage will let that one go towards or let that one fall back in the end zone. So a touchback, and the Cougars will set up shop at the 25-yard line. Start out their second drive. Oh, really? It would be their second drive. When they got to punt recovery, that was probably considered that just staying on one drive. So second drive coming up here for Munford. It was Zay Starks who got the opening touchdown in this opening quarter. If Memphis Central is going to pull out this win tonight, they got to be able to find a way to control Tay Starks on the ground. And Starks only a sophomore this year. That's something to keep in mind, as Starks will not get his turn age with it. He runs up the middle and gain about 3 maybe.
4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 for the Cougars.
Now 6 yards to go. It's 2nd and 6 here. Love the bands here. Back out here, and we'll flip it, go heavy left here now. That's a handoff. Oh, kind of gave that one back towards Turnage. Nice play that time. It almost worked, but no pickup of really anything there. Starks would just hand it off. Now we've got 3rd down and 5 here, 5 to go. Big play needed. They got to get the first down here, as Memphis Central so far responding very well defensively on this second offensive drive for Munford. That's Turnage. He's got a big gain. He's still on his feet. Cross that 45-yard line. Final will be dropped. And on 3rd down, Munford able to find the first down. We'll move the chains here in a big-time play there. Memphis Central almost forcing the 3 and out. Couldn't get him stopped there on. Only needed 5 yards to get that first down, but now Munford. And that's Starks with it, using some of his men to guide him in the trenches. As another big pickup of about 8 yards. An 8-yard pickup here for Munford. Less than 2 to go here in the opening quarter from Munford High School. More towards a heavy right set here. And directly to Starks. Starks with another gain of boost. It's like he's got rockets on the back of him. And another big first down for Munford. Get that one out towards the 32 here. And again, Munford really controlling this ground game. Memphis Central was holding them back here in this second drive, but Munford really starting to move the football here. Again, keeping out this heavy stack. Once again, Starks will have it, trying to guide his way in. He is still once again on his feet. Will he be brought down? He's got 3 players on him, brought down towards the 15. Zay Starks has not quite literally been unstoppable on the ground so far in the opening quarter. Took a lot of Warriors to get him down here. Once again, Starks will have it, trying to guide his way in, and he will easily find his way back towards the end zone. Touchdown, Munford. Touchdown, Cougars, and once again, it's Tay Starks on the touchdown. We'll add 6 to the board for the Cougars here, still in the opening quarter. Big-time play for Munford as they will go up 13-7 here over the Warriors. Starks made that look so effortlessly. He's been able to find a hole almost every play. Again, that's a shout out to the guys in the trenches. Able to make a pathway for him. The extra point coming up for Munford looks to be good as Munford will go up over Memphis Central. It is 14-7 now, as Friday Night Lights will continue in just a moment here on the Central Sports Network. And we welcome you back here as Munford goes up now 14-7 over Memphis Central here in the opening quarter with 49 left to go, and Memphis Central really kind of held them back there in that kind of the start out that second drive, but it was obviously Tay Starks who had made ways for Munford on the ground and able to find his way back towards the crib. Now still a one-possession ball game here. Memphis Central really did well on their opening drive offensively. They're going to have to keep continuing, but eventually, as I keep mentioning, they're going to have to find a way to stop Starks. And that one's will be recovered from Memphis Central. Recovered that one from Chase Butler that time, the listed cornerback sophomore. The onside kick almost worked, but Memphis Central was able to hop on top of that. It was Haley, who had actually recovered that one for Memphis Central. So now the second offensive drive coming up here for Memphis Central. They will be set up shop at around the 48-yard line. And that's where they'll start here. Central able to prove that they can air this one out if they need to. Nice job from Wright. That one comes out of the hands of number 8 that time, Patton Jr. this year. And that one unsuccessful for Memphis Central. It was Wright that had tried to get that one out towards his wide receiver, Patton. Patton dropping it. So now 2nd and 10 here for Central. Have Jackson towards his right. We'll just pitch that one to Kobe Jackson, but Jackson I think his ankle got caught, and he will be dropped down that time. Dropped down from Williams, listed outside linebacker. Big defensive stop there from Williams. As it is 3rd and 1 here. As this clock is slowly starting to roll out here. They've got less than 10. They got to get this one snapped. It's trips towards the right side, a single slot on the left for Wright. Wright, of course, will have Jackson in the backfield, but I think they'll let this first quarter roll out. As your score, Munford 14, as they are up towards Memphis Central 7 right here on the Central Sports Network.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
14-7 now as we enter quarter number 2. Still first half here from Munford High School inside the great state of Tennessee. Friday Night Lights here, which was really a close first quarter. Could be an even closer second quarter. Memphis Central's got to find a way to execute here. It is 3rd and 1. Right, hand that one off to Kobe Jackson. Jackson lowers his shoulder. Gonna be 4th down. And said it was fourth and 1. I knew that wasn't right. It's 4th and 10. Probably call it about 4th and 9 now. Here we go. They're kind of a lower snap. That one is successfully punted. Solid punt. They're able to get the bounce back. So Munford will set up shop at the 9-yard line. Again, 14-7 here. Really just starting this second quarter. Gone through over one half of play. Really great crowd energy that Munford and Memphis Central have brought. As it is loud. These bands are loud. And I believe that his Turnachu has got it. A really solid pickup once again on the ground, and there's a pickup of 9 here, so be 1 yard shy of the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1. We got a Memphis Central player down, and it is Joshua Haley who is down. He's calling for one of the sideline trainers. Yeah, 2 trainers rushing over. We're able to pull him back up. See if he's going to be favoring. Trying to see what he may be trying to favor. It's going to be his right ankle, I believe. See if he carried off. Munford's still out here on offense. Here we go. 10:45 left to go here in the second quarter. Again, kind of a heavy stack towards the right side here for Munford. Starks will have it. He will be brought down that time. Big tackle on the play. I believe number 77 of Memphis Central. Yes, that's Joshua Lane on the big tackle that time on Starks. Finally able to bring Starks down. At this point, keys to the game for Memphis Central. Stop Tay Starks. Same formation. Once again, Starks will have it. He is big, rushes him with a big truck that time. Huge truck on Brown there from Starks. Starks looked a little bit like Ashton Genty on that play. To show his strength. Not afraid to take someone's head off if it means he's going to gain an extra yard on it. That's the same kind of mentality that you've got to have to play this sport. Tay Starks has been super successful on the ground so far. Snapped. Whistles are blown here. Gonna wave this one dead here. Offsides on Memphis Central. So a 5-yard penalty on Central, so Munford will move up 5. Be 1st and 5 now. ball here on the 31. And once again to Starks. Starks runs that one up the middle, only about a few yard pickups. Just pick up a couple yards there, seemed like. Gain of 3, actually. So now 2nd and 2. On the 44 here, these bands keep getting even louder. Feels like a college atmosphere. Just gonna keep in this same formation. Starks will have it, rushes that one up the middle. Finally be brought down. What will be a first down for Munford. Starks again on a first down play. Starks, a lot of credit's got to be given to that front line, that offensive line, able to make pathways for Starks. Big bruisers up there up front. Starks will have a man in motion. But Starks will get it himself. He is still on his feet, will spin across the 50-yard line, will be a first down once again for the Cougars. Again, another first down. Move the chains once again. And a 1st and 10 now. Keeping this same formation once again. Big, heavy ground team, if you can't tell by now. Handoff. That's the number 20. That's Daughtry. Daughtry still on his feet, back to towards the 10-5, and all the way another touchdown once again for Munford. Senior running back will get that one, and once again, now Munford up 20-7 here. Out of nowhere, again another explosive touchdown on the ground. Going up for the extra point here, try to make it 21-7. As this play's called dead. As you end up moving yards there. They might try to get this one inside. Yeah, they'll get that one off. And again, now a 2-point conversion for Munford here. As Munford will go up 22-7 now over Memphis Central. Live from the state of Tennessee, CSN will return in just a moment. As we welcome you back here, 22 now to 7. Munford up 2 possessions now over Memphis Central with still 7:34 left to go in the opening quarter. Munford seriously just pounding it on the ground. Memphis Central not been able to respond, and mentioned earlier is Memphis Central had kind of defended it really well for Munford's second offensive drive, but eventually it was Starks who had finally started making moves on the ground and was able to get that second touchdown, and now they punched it in for a third. So now up 2 possessions over Memphis Central. And we look to get this one off. Turnage. Possibly to kick this one off. They flipped it earlier. They're going to flip it this time. Kind of a squib up the middle. And Memphis Central will get it back here. He is finally caught, I believe. And I believe that was number 1. Yes, that was Jaden Cole, a tight end who had received it. So now once again, Memphis Central back on offense. They have got to get a play going here. Able to score here, only be down 1 possession. As it is cold out here today, over, I believe, 56 degrees in Munford, Tennessee. Halloween night. Most of the kids are trick-or-treating right now, probably not watching football. And we got a lot of trick-or-treaters up back in northeast Arkansas. Be trips to the right side and be a handoff. This time it's Kobe Jackson who's going to have it. Jackson still on his feet, still on the ground. And will finally be dropped before he can reach the 40-yard line. But a big explosive play there for Kobe Jackson. So now we'll move the chains here for Memphis Central. Ball be on the 42 now. Brooks Wright back at the quarterback position. They haven't switched with him and Workings just yet. Be kind of a high snap. Deep right side. Will this one be caught? It is. Oh, he is out of bounds. At around that 5. But a massive, and I mean massive gain out over the air. Cannot believe they found him. And again, that was Christopher Cunningham, the senior, who had caught that one. Big pickup on the air. Ready, first and goal. This ball's going to be on the 3. We're kind of bunch this one up here. No split out receivers. Be a handoff to Kobe Jackson. Jackson will. Did he cross it? I don't think he did. He is stopped at the 1-yard line here. 2-yard pickup, but great job from Munford's defensive line. That group of guys in the trenches able to stop the run there from Kobe Jackson. Memphis going to kind of split their receivers out here. Be twins to the right, single slot on the left, kind of a man-to-man coverage. Be handoff. Oh, he is hit big. Massive hit. I believe from Landon Cunningham of Munford. That was a massive tackle, and they're actually going to lose 2 there. That is a loss that you did not need. Is 3rd and goal now. Munford could force just a field goal. Man, he got hit hard. Surprised he's still back in this one, or at least for this play. Once again, twins to the right, single slot on the left here. Right, will he find a man that is towards the end zone? The corner of the end zone is caught, but there is a flag. There is a flag, though. Was a touchdown. Wait for Joshua Haley. Got that one out the air. Memphis Central able to respond. Make it 22-13 here. Extra point coming up for Working. And we'll count it as a touchdown. So as I mentioned, Christopher Working up to get this extra point. The extra point will be good. So now only down 1 possession here with 5:05 left to go in the opening half. It's Munford 22, Memphis Central 14 right here on CSN. Still 5:05 left to play in the first half here, live from Munford High School here in the great state of Tennessee. Friday Night Lights. And it's a little bit of a spooky Friday Night Light tonight. October 31st, you know what that means. It's Halloween tonight. A lot of trick-or-treaters out. As 22, Munford, Memphis Central 14. Memphis Central able to respond fairly quickly on that last drive of theirs. Munford is a team that mentioned in the pregame, ground and pound, man. They will get that one on you. Very, very tough team to stop on the ground game, and a little bit of miscommunication here for some of the senior officials with Coach Crutchfield. Yeah, so he's trying to get a play explained. Whitecap to Leonard Crutchfield. Find this one here. It's Shane Calhoun, head football coach of Munford. And I think it was on Memphis Central's score. Not sure if Coach Calhoun's seen something that we didn't. And again, still 5:05 left here in the first half. Win for the onside kick. That one is, flags are thrown here. I don't think it even reached. Oh, it's offsides on the kicking team. Offsides on special teams. I don't think they gave an exact player who had jumped, but I thought maybe it wasn't going to reach 10 yards, but official noticed the offside, so this one will be kicked from the 50 now. That Memphis Central band, loud. Looking, that one will be a kickoff. That one will go back towards the end zone, will be a touchback. So the Cougars will set up shop at the 25-yard line. That's, I think, like the third touchback at this point in this game. Neither team's wanting to risk a big gain from the opposite special teams. It'll be detrimental. I mean, Memphis Central, they're playing a really, really great game here against a highly ranked top 25 Munford Cougars. So Munford once again back here on offense. How will they respond to that quick possession from Memphis Central? Rush up the gut. A rush once again for Tay Starks. If I haven't said his name already, then you clearly haven't been watching. Tay Starks been running this one on the ground all night so far, and he has been dominant on the ground. Once again, heavy stack. Be more heavy right. It's rare when this team throws it. Once again, another direct handoff, trying to get that one up the gut. I don't think a gain of anything that time. Memphis Central's defensive line putting a stop to that. Great job from the linebackers as well to come up inside to get that stop. No gain. So now 3rd and 5 here. Keeping this heavy stack on the right side. Be back. That's Starks who's going to have it running towards his right side. He, with the stiff arm, hurdles, finally ran out of bounds before he can reach the 45-yard line. Again, Starks making his name known on the ground. I don't know if I mentioned Starks only a sophomore this year. This kid's still got another 2 years after this. to dominate for Munford. If he's playing like this as a sophomore, can't even imagine what he's going to look like as a senior. They're going to stack it now towards the left here. Kind of a low snap. That's for Starks once again. Starks still on his feet. Big pickup. I think he will be about a yard shy of the first down. But again, that's a 9-yard pickup for Tay Starks. Starks still a guy who can play both ways, running back one, play outside linebacker as well. But obviously his name's going to be well known and made in the offensive ground. Same formation out here. Once again, Starks will have it. They almost had got a hold of him and will pick up the first down and fighting for yards once again, trying to dive for extra yards on the play. We'll get that one across the 45 here. So now this one going to be at the 42 here. Once again, Munford still moving it. But it is a flag, and it's going to be a hold on Munford here. That one's going to have to go back. So now we'll be 2nd and 6 here. So they're going to stack this towards the right side, and it's going to be turnage. Ball's handed off to. It's going to be stopped fairly quickly. 2:30 left to go here in the first half. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Memphis Central needs a big stop here. They could stop Memphis. They could stop Munford here. Munford be forced to punt this one away. A double, and it's Turnage who's going to have it. Turnage will pick up the first down for Munford once again. Still dominating the ground game. Memphis Central's not been able to do a whole lot about it. Again, a great first down. Once again, now it's Starks who's going to have it. Juking his way towards the left. Finally brought down. A swarm of Warriors. Finally stopped that time. Only been a handful of times where he's really been stopped for hardly no pickup. Yeah, they're doing this quick. Starks once again up the middle, dropped. About a minute 15 left here. That we're doing the hurry up. Be 3rd and, I believe 3rd and 2 here now. As this clock is slowly rolling, they got to get this one going. Kind of a heavy stack towards the right once again. Starks will have it. They'll blow the play dead, and now flags on the field. Got some laundry. Be towards on Munford. So 5-yard penalty on the Cougars here, I believe, offside. So 3rd and 7 now. It stopped the clock here, 58 to go. Again, if you're Memphis Central, that's what you wanted there. You needed the penalty there. Kind of pushed them back 5 yards. They got to get this stop here on 3rd and 7. Be once again Turnage. And now a 5-yard pickup for Turnage, I believe, once again as he's ran out of bounds. But the clock is not stopping. We got less than 25 to go. Maybe a little hurry-up's got to be done here. It's 4th down. 4th down here. Look like 4th and 4, it looks like. I think, yeah, Munford, they're going Memphis Central, I believe, will call a timeout. So we will take a small break here. And once again, though, if you haven't already, though, like us on Instagram. That is Central Sports Network, or excuse me, Central Sports Net. Follow the Facebook at Central Sports Network. I say we'll go to break. Well, actually, might as well stay here. Timeout won't be too long as we're about to end first half of play here. Again, had a fun week and win Arkansas for the 4A state volleyball tournament. West Side and Pulaski Academy playing for that 4A state championship. And fun close battle we've got here, 22-14 Warriors and Cougars, District 5 championship. As unfortunately, they don't have a minute clock that rolls in-house to let you know when the timeout expires. But both teams got to come back out here to the beautiful shot of Munford High School. It's their senior night as well. Both last home game, actually, for Munford. Sure, the playoffs, they roll around starting next week. Still 1 week of Arkansas high school football left next week, and then after that, start rolling into the playoff season. So here we go. There is 2.5 seconds left, and seems like we got a timeout, and that's on Munford. So might as well take a break here. You're watching Tennessee high school football here on the Central Sports Network. Still waiting for this timeout to conclude here. 2.5 seconds left here. And the first half here, Tennessee high school football here on the Central Sports Network. Memphis Central and Munford. If you are just now joining us, Munford undefeated on the year. Memphis Central with only 2 losses on the year. This is a game of the week type matchup. District 5 championship. Huge rivalry game tonight, and including for Munford senior night. As they're going to kick a field goal. Seems like that this one's going to be about 43. So for 43 out, and defensively for Memphis Central, they're still covering. They're going to finally put some people in the back. From 43 yards. That one is way too far left, or excuse me, right. And that one dropped, and it would have went out of bounds anyways. But that's how we end half number 1 here. Munford, the Cougars, they lead over Memphis Central 22-14 here. This is Tennessee high school football on the Central Sports Network, and we will return in just a moment.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning.
How we treat each other matters. An overwhelming majority of Americans view the erosion of civility in human interaction today as a major problem.
Research indicates high schools and athletic contests are two of the areas most lacking in civility. Civility requires positive acts of respect, courtesy, and kindness that lift people up.
In education-based activities and athletics, at our games and in our hallways, civility matters. How we treat others matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing. It's about learning.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning. For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
We welcome you back to a spooky Friday Night Lights from the State of Tennessee Central Sports Network's coverage of Munford High School and Memphis Central. As what a first half it's been so far, 22-14 your score after the end of the first half. And Munford's played a really, really great game of football, and it's Tay Starks, who has just been dominant on the ground so far, has create a lot of opportunities offensively for Munford as this game has gone along. Really for Memphis Central, the guy to talk about, Kobe Jackson, is another guy, and Jayden Cole, their tight end, has been the guys who have been able to do the most on the ground, out of the air, Memphis Central really playing a close game to the undefeated Munford Cougars. Munford mentioned earlier they come into the night 9-0 overall, 3-0 in district play, as of course led by Coach Shane Calhoun. And was going to mention that we were going to talk about the schedules earlier, just didn't have enough time in the pregame, but we'll mention them now. Munford, of course, undefeated, a 62-20 win over Memphis Business Academy at the start of this year, and then went to Millington Central to beat them 46-6, and then at Woodford County, that's a team out of Kentucky, a really, really good football team out of Kentucky. They went there and beat them 49-35, and then went to Brownsville, Tennessee, and played at Haywood, beat Haywood 51-28 here, and then again went once again on the road to Whitehaven. Beat Whitehaven 36-35, just barely with a 1-point victory, and then was at home against Kingsburg, beat Kingsburg 57-0, and then at Overton in Memphis beat them 68-0. Brighton won that game over Brighton 39-7, and then played Germantown, beat Germantown 29-24. Of course, everyone I think knows Germantown, Tennessee. That was a huge win for the Cougars. That was their game last week. Moving over to this Memphis Central team, 7-2, undefeated in conference play. Wins over Melrose, White Station, Pure Academy, Brighton. Lost to Germantown, though, so that's something to keep in mind, as Munford with a win over Germantown. Just a 1-point win over Germantown, but that was a 45-21 loss for Memphis Central. And then played Overton in district play, beat them 41-0. Played Kip Collegiate out of Memphis, beat Kip 42-0, and then was at Memphis University. Schools would also lose to Memphis University 49-37, and then was at home last week in Memphis Central and played Kingsburg, beat Kingsburg 54-8. So that's currently the records and current standings for both Memphis Central and Munford. We'll take, once again, another small break, as we've got about a little over 7 minutes and 30 seconds till we start second half action. Once again, live from the state of Tennessee, Friday Night Lights will continue in just a moment here on the Central Sports Network.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning than losing. It's about learning.
For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning.
How we treat each other matters. An overwhelming majority of Americans view the erosion of civility in human interaction today as a major problem.
Research indicates high schools and athletic contests are two of the areas most lacking in civility. Civility requires positive acts of respect, courtesy, and kindness that lift people up.
In education-based activities and athletics, at our games and in our hallways, civility matters. How we treat others matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing. It's about learning.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
Students who participate in activities or athletics at school graduate at a rate of 99% compared to 89% of those who do not participate.
GPAs are higher, attendance is better, disciplinary referrals are less, and ACT scores are higher. Yet despite the dramatic statistical and intangible benefits of participating, only 46% of students at AAA schools participate in extracurricular activities.
Identify students that are not involved in any activities in your school and pursue ways to facilitate participation because participation matters.
Remember, participation in education-based athletics and activities is about more than winning and losing, it's about learning. For students, the strong emotions and pressures associated with playing sports and participating in competitive activities can be difficult to cope with.
22% of high school students seriously consider attempting suicide, and 10% actually attempted suicide.
Sadly, many athletes want to receive help but don't because of stigmas surrounding mental health problems. It's okay to talk about it. Find someone to share how you are feeling.
We must learn to talk about mental health more freely and treat it like physical health. Let's talk about it. It's okay.
Without our officials, school sports would just be recess. Officiating requires hard work and dedication long before stepping on the field or court.
Arkansas high school officials aren't professional officials. Men and women across the state officiate for the love of the game. They officiate because they understand the profound impact sports have on students.
Almost half of high school officials felt unsafe or feared for their safety due to unsporting behavior of coaches, fans, and participants.
These men and women officiate our games in service to the game and our student athletes, and they deserve to be treated better. Without them, we couldn't play.
Join us and support our high school officials, and remember, participation in education-based athletics is more about winning and losing. It's about learning.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
All right, everyone, we welcome you back here to the Volunteer State. We welcome you back to the state of Tennessee. It is Memphis Central and, of course, Munford. If you are just now joining us via centralsportsnetwork.org/watch, you can watch all of our live games on demand. If you miss them, for entire 4A state volleyball tournament is on there as well. All 10 games of that took place between Monday and Wednesday this week. But it's Halloween night, and it feels a little spooky. It's a little dark, really, really chilly. Let me see, actually, about 52 degrees currently. And honestly, it feels like it's negative 52 degrees. So we're in a press box, and it is freezing. I'm been cold this whole time, and I can't imagine how these people out here feel. But, of course, Munford still leading 22-14 here. We got a close game here, and a game that possibly could go down to the wire by the end of the fourth quarter. Really talking about Memphis Central's play so far, been able to execute on a few good things compared to Munford. But Munford, ground game wise, they've just been so dominant, able to rush it in every single play, it feels like. And really, it is for Munford, it's Tace Starks, number 2, sophomore running back, outside linebacker as well. Mostly he's played running back tonight. He's a guy that absolutely is a dog on the field. His ground game's been quite something it's quite special, honestly, if you think about it. Been just so dominant. Memphis Central's only been able to really stop him on a few plays, averaging at least 10-plus yards a game every time he touches that football. But Munford will start back out here to kick this one away. Start out this second half here. Be kind of a, and Memphis Central will recover it. Nice kick and nice recover for Memphis Central. Memphis Central not played the worst game tonight. Really competing very, very well against a team like Munford, an undefeated team like Munford. Memphis Central out here, back on offense here, 1st and 10. Still a lot to go. Brooks Wright at quarterback will hand that one off. That is to Kobe Jackson. Jackson on the burst. Finally stopped before he could reach that 50-yard line. Will be stopped and dropped by Bell. Bell, the junior, 6 foot, 170 pounds, listed as a running back on offense, listed as a cornerback defensively. Able to get that stop. I think, but really his first tackle of the game. We've talked about Memphis Central, and really Kobe Jackson, one of those senior leaders on the ground. He's been really, really special on the ground so far. Brooks be once again to Kobe Jacobs. He is still on his feet, finally brought down by a few Cougars. And once again, Jackson on another explosive carry. That's something that he's been extremely, extremely good about. As finally this clock rolling here. There's a 1st and 10 here. Get the first down after a big first down on the ground for Kobe Jackson. Now Memphis Central out here. I'll have twins split on either side for Brooks Wright. Brooks Wright will keep it himself. He's been airing it out all night across the middle. Deep middle is caught. Memphis Central will score once again. Touchdown Patton. Touchdown Warriors. Beautiful, beautiful play. I mean, really just feels like Munford really had no one there in the middle to be able to stop a guy like Patton. Patton, a junior, 5'9", 155 pounds, gets his first 6 of the night. Now just a 2-point difference here, and Munford had went for the 2-point conversion on their last touchdown, was successful. Well, Memphis Central do the same as well. Possibly, and they're going to have 2 to the back. Quarterback will keep it right. Can he find a man in the end zone? He will. So a 2-point conversion for Memphis Central as we've got a tied game here, 22-22. This is a cannot miss game. Don't go anywhere here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday Night Lights here, right here on CSN. We got a tie ball game here on a Halloween night here in the state of Tennessee. Munford 22, Memphis Central 22. Still over 10:35 left to go here in the third quarter as the second half just started. Memphis Central able to respond quickly over on Munford. That's exactly what Memphis needed here. And we're back to kick this one away here. Munford back to receive, and of course his turnage back to receive. That kid is super quick. He's got a rocket strapped to his back. Will finally be ran out of bounds, and we've got a lot of unhappy Munford fans. And it seems like maybe even face masked out of bounds.
Turning on the return. Cougars 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah. Munford's looking for a penalty. And it's kind of one of those Memphis Central players who had got to him first, and the way he had ran him out of bounds, seemed like he may even have grabbed a face mask. We're still going here. A tie ball game here in the third quarter, just starting the second half. Heavy. And once again, Tay Starks will take it. Finally brought back that time Brought back for a loss of 2, and Memphis Central hyped on that play. And I think it was Robert Thompson who had got the stop on the play. I think it will be 2nd and I think 12 possibly. I think it'll be 2nd and 11. Ball on 26 here. Great stop defensively. Starks once again is going to get it. He's got the blocks that he needs, trying to cut up the defense. He's hit hard as he is finally dropped. We'll go right back towards the line of scrimmage here. No gain on the play. That's 2 back-to-back defensive stops for Memphis Central. Big defensive stops. Something that they weren't able to do a majority of that first half, was especially stop a guy like Tay Starks. So Munford here now. Out here, 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and long even. They're kind of going. Starks will hand that one off. They will finally pass this one to Starks. Caught one-handed. He's at the 40, getting across. Drop before he can reach the 50-yard line. And Starks with a beautiful catch will pick up the first down and some for Munford. Beautiful, beautiful throw and catch. Get it out to Turnage, and then Turnage able to get that one out to Tay Starks. Starks with a beautiful one-handed snag for a big first down, a first down that Munford desperately needed on this drive. Munford able to kind of restart here in a way, as Memphis Central really was holding them back there. They get the big first down now. Maybe this is the momentum that they needed here on this drive. Starks will have it once again, runs it up the middle, and probably maybe a pickup of 1, if that. We got a down Warrior, I believe. So probably a big contact between Starks and I think Cole of Memphis Central. Cole kind of slow to get up there. Gonna have one of the trainers come out. Oh, well, they're gonna throw her back to the sideline. Good on her anyways for trying to help at least. There we go. Munford still with the ball. It is 2nd and 7 here. On the 48 here. Stacked towards the left. Turnage is going to have it. He's going to have the football. Dropped, though, and stopped. And we got unnecessary roughness call, and it's going to be on Munford's, I believe, Kalen Sharp. I think Sharp was just going for a pancake. They're going to call it, though, on Sharp. Sharp unnecessary roughness, I believe. We're here the call. Yeah. I mean, he had him blocked really well. Sharp had brought him back towards his own 30.
Move it back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to move them back a lot here. It's 2nd and forever, 3rd and forever. This is a tough spot that Munford has found themselves in. This clock continues to roll in here. And here we go. How are they going to dig themselves out of this one? Starks will have it again, runs it up the gut, and he is stopped very, very quickly. All right. Gain about maybe 2 there, if that, on the play. And you could tell it's chippy down there. Big rivalry game, Memphis Central and Munford. Memphis Central's defense, they want to put a stop here to Munford. And Munford going to be forced to punt this one away. And if you're Memphis Central, I mentioned it in the first quarter, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to find a way to stop a guy like Tay Starks. They have found out how to do it here in that on that drive. They'll be forced to punt this one away. I believe we're going to have Farmer back to get it, but they're going to let that one roll. A good punt. Will roll towards the 12-ish yard line. And looks like Memphis Central will set up shop at the 12. Again, if you haven't already, like us on Instagram. That is @CentralSportsNet. follow the Facebook as well, Central Sports Network, and check out all of our live broadcasts on demand for free exclusively at centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Watch the entire 4A state tournament. Watch this game after this is live. Watch all of our football games from this season. Here we go here. Twins split out on either side. Brooks Wright once again still at quarterback. We'll hand that one off to Kobe Jackson. Jackson is stopped quickly and dropped, I think, for a loss. And it was Braxton Grant there who had got the stop there defensively. Grant with a great read there defensively. Able to quickly get to such a quick senior like Jackson. Jackson's been so shifty. Excuse me. Butler's been so shifty. Here we go here. Still split. Twins on either side. Right at quarterback. Throw this one deep right side. Is almost caught and almost picked. That would have been a massive play. And again, Memphis Central been the team to air this one out. That one was intended for Patton. And now this is a bad position if you're Memphis Central. It's going to be 3rd and 14. It feels like 3rd and forever. Again, they're going to keep this twin split to either direction for Brooke Wright. Wright will hand that one up the gut to Kobe. Kobe's got it. He's still on his feet. Huge gain. Ran out of bounds before he can reach the 40, right around the 35. Once again, Kobe Jackson on another explosive play. Pick up the huge first down. They were back over 14 yards. They were deep in their own end zone, and Jackson able to find a way. Memphis Central has been playing a really, really solid game. Munford couldn't defend that one. And that's exactly what the Warriors needed here. 5:25 left to go here. Here we go here. Now it's trips to the left. A single slot on the right side. That one's to Jackson. Jackson stopped before he can get across the line of scrimmage. I think it'll be a loss of 1 on the play, I believe. Kind of hard to call it there. Really close. It will definitely be a loss of 1. We got less than 5 here in the 3rd. And twin split either direction once again for Wright. Wright hands that one off to Jackson. Jackson still on his feet. He is dropped though and stopped. Big time tackle for Chase Butler. Butler on the huge stop. And that forces a 4th down on the Warriors. Excuse me, 3rd down, 3rd and 11 here. Chase Butler. Butler, a sophomore this year. Great job from him to be able to get that stop. This will go back towards Twins on either direction. Once again with Wright at quarterback. Wright will keep it, rolling to his right. Will find a receiver. That's number 5, Workings. Workings will pick up the first down and some for Memphis Central. Great job to be able to find a man, and that was Christopher Workings. Workings a senior this year. For a huge first down. Memphis Central needed that one. They were forced back 11 yards. Again, great job from Brooks Wright. Able to roll out towards his right and find Christopher Working for the big pickup. We're We're going to change this position. No, it's going to be Twins on either direction still. Kind of more split out towards that right side. Handoff. That's to Kobe Jackson. Once again, Jackson breaks 2 tackles, getting across the 40. He's at the 30 now. Drop before he can reach the 25 on another big gain on the ground for Jackson. The Central slowly starting to silence this crowd here in Munford on Halloween night. Coming out here. What package we're going to see. We're going to keep the Twins on either direction. No, we've yet to really see an empty backfield here for Wright. Wright's going to look to chunk this one out. Deep left field is not caught. Flags are thrown on the play. Intended receiver was Farmer, the senior. Possible PI. As we're going to have to see what this call is from one of the senior officials. I'm going to figure out what this was. I think possibly PI. Yeah, it will be a pass interference. Okay. So, again, Memphis Central gets a lucky break, and we'll get the PI call for them. So, we'll move up, and we'll move the chains as we've got less than 3 here in the third quarter. Still a tie ball game for Munford High School. So, back out here now. Still split out Twins. This one's to Kobe Jackson. Jackson splitting mans. Dropped at the 2-yard line, I believe. Once again, Jackson on a really shifty rush there. It's been an absolute dog on the ground so far. He had a really good first half. He's having an even better second half. Here we go. Definitely split out on this left side. There's another receiver. It's Twins. That's to Jackson. Can Jackson find his way into the end zone? He's stopped. He's at the 1-yard line. So a 1-yard pickup. It's going to be about half the distance of the 1. Call about 1.5. Still going to be 2nd and goal. And they're going to still split out receivers here. Twins on either side. For Wright. Wright will hand that one to Jackson. Jackson is stopped that time before he can pick up another yard. Stopped and dropped from Williams, the junior this year. Junior outside linebacker, tight end. This is 3rd and goal now. Munford can at least force Memphis Central to kick a field goal. They'll still have a chance to take this game. So we'll have single slot on the far left. You can't even see them. We'll have Twins on the right. Wright will just get that one over to Jackson. Jackson, I think he stopped again. He is. Another big stop in the red zone. Forces 4th and goal now. And this could force Memphis Central to try to just get a field goal here, as time will expire in just a moment. As this third quarter slowly winds away, I think Memphis Central, and they actually was pushed back a yard there, so ball's at the 2 now. Still 4th and goal, but that is going to end the third quarter. We are still in the state of Tennessee. It is Munford 22, Memphis Central 22, right here on the Central Sports Network. course, if you haven't already, go to centralsportsnetwork.org/watch, where you can watch all of our live broadcasts on demand for free exclusively. centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. Still chilly night. Still a little bit of a spooky night. Halloween. I think it's my first time ever spending Halloween in Tennessee. Got Logan Gilly with me, of course. Me and Logan are still recovering from 3 days worth of the 4A state volleyball tournament. And traveled all the way over to Munford High School today for what at this point has been a really, really fun contest between Memphis Central and Munford. Been so evenly battled, especially in this second half. We've still got 12 minutes left. One more quarter to play. But will it end in regulation? Could this game be even closer than it already has been? And see some possible overtime. Again, shout out both bands, man. Memphis Central, Munford band bringing so much energy. And what is such a cold night out here, it's hard to have energy. But they are definitely bringing it tonight. So now back out here on the opposite side, they'll flip sides. This is still fourth and goal here. We'll have a split out single slot receiver on either side. Right, will he find a man in the end zone? He does! Memphis Central will score 6. And they take the lead over Munford here. Position that Munford's not been used to this year. As the Warriors lead 28-22 here, as we're about to kick the extra point here. Specifically, Christopher Working back to kick this extra point here for the Warriors. As that point is good. Big score, big gain for the Warriors. Memphis Central leads 29 to Munford's 22 here. Friday Night Lights will continue in just a moment. We welcome you back here on the campus of Munford High School, in Memphis Central finally, for the first time tonight, gaining the lead over the undefeated Cougars. 29-22 here as we just started quarter number 4. Memphis Central, they got to have a good defensive stop here over Munford. Could put Munford in a really dangerous spot as this game continues. That one will be go back in the end zone. Will be a touchback. So they will set up shop at the 20. Munford back on offense. Zay Starks has been their guy tonight. Zay Starks has got to have another good drive here for the Cougars. Threw the ball last drive. First time they've thrown the ball one time tonight. It's been a majority ground and pound night on this spooky afternoon in Tennessee. We'll flip this one to the right. Starks will hand that one to Turnage. Turnage up the middle. Gain about 3 on that play. Make it 2nd and 7 here, so a 3-yard pickup on the ground. Starks handed that one off back to Turridge. Turridge stopped and dropped and tackled from number 1, Jaden Cole. Cole able to get the tackle on the play. Central, 2 good defensive stops, though. It is 3rd and 2, though, so a very manageable 3rd down for the Cougars. How they're going to respond here probably like how they've been doing all night. Got a funny formation. They're keeping it power right. No, they'll switch it back to Turnridge. Turnridge will pick up the first down for Munford. Will be wrapped up, swarmed by a bunch of Warriors. Here we go. So this is 1st and 10 now for the Munford Cougars. As we got flags on the play, plays drawn dead, be offside on the offense. So a 5-yard penalty. They'll be forced to go back 5, so now 1st and 15. All right, we'll have power right here. 1st and 15 here. Not the first time that they've managed to put themselves out of this situation, and this ball is dropped, and fortunately for Munford, they're able to hop on top of it. Dortch, middle linebacker, senior running back as well. Able to save the Cougars there, hopping on top of that one. Could have been a really devastating play for Munford. It's now still 2nd and 15 here. Going to keep it really packed on the right side. Heavy right. Be slow snap for Starks. Starks rolling towards his right side. Went for the face mask. Or, excuse me. Went for the stiff arm, excuse me, and was stopped, though. They extended his arm out for the big stop, and he is stopped, and it's 3rd down now. Still 3rd and 15. No gain on that play for Munford. Have not been able to catch a break in this 4th quarter so far. They're going to flip it now finally. Now they're going to go kind of more power left. Turnage in motion. It'll be a handoff, though, to number 20, Dorchich. He is stopped, though, quickly, man. And that's going to bring up 4th down and only a yard pickup on that play. So 4th and 4, only a 2-yard gain on that play. So 4th and 13. About 4th and 12 here. They're going to be forced to punt this one away, though. Memphis Central going to be back to receive it. It's Farmer technically going to receive it, but they'll probably let this one roll out. Again, a decent punt. Central able to get on top of it. They'll set up shop at around the 26. Until 7:48 here.
Covered at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Be about 27-yard line, they'll call it. So 1st and 10 here. Memphis Central, tough spot for them right now. They've got to get the big defensive stop right here, right now. Have a man in motion that's working in motion. We'll have twin split on either direction for Knight. Knight will look to chunk this one. He is in the pocket, escaping the pocket, slides. Probably about a 4-yard gain on the play. Nice slide, though, before he was definitely going to draw contact. Last thing they need is to lose their quarterback in a game like this, especially with the playoffs just around the corner starting next week in the state of Tennessee. Mentioned earlier, Arkansas still with one more season left until playoffs start. Battle of the 5A East tonight. Nettleton, Valley View currently going on right now. Nice handoff to Jackson. Jackson breaking tackles and struck hard for about a 2, maybe 3 yard pickup on the play. Ball's at around the 35 now. Band's still just as energetic. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Munford band, for sure. Cougars Roar, maybe that would be a good name for it. Twin split either direction here for the Warriors. It is 3rd and 2 here, as it looks like we're going to see a timeout called from. It's going to be called by the Warriors. So Memphis Central will will call a timeout here. Your score: 29 Warriors, Cougars 22 here. Tennessee football will continue in just a moment. Hello, everyone. We welcome you back here. Still 6:14 left to go here in the 4th and final quarter. Friday Night Lights on a spooky Friday night, as it is Halloween once again. Student section theme for Munford is, well, Halloween themed. I see Scooby-Doo down there. I see Donald Duck Reese's Cups. I see John Morant down there. A lot of Halloween costumes. Is that Winnie the Pooh? Trips to the right here. Single slot on the left. Nice job. Gets that off to Kobe. Kobe is stopped, though, and dropped. So not much of a gain for Jackson. Or excuse me, actually. Should be a first down. I don't know what I'm saying. That is a first down. So Kobe Jackson on a nice gain. Another 3rd down conversion for Central. We enter the final 6 minutes here. Over half this quarter's been played. We've got a little under half a quarter left. We'll have a man in motion. That's going to be Christopher Working. He'll go out toward the other side, be twin split on either direction. Right in the backfield. We'll look to air this one deep left side. Can it be caught? Is it possible? It is caught, I believe, but there is a flag on the play. There's a fight for it. It could be picked off even. If replay was allowed in Tennessee, that would be great. That play needs a replay. I think they are going to consider it a catch, and my goodness, what a monster gain throughout the sky. I think it was Farmer who had came up with it. My goodness, that was a beautiful pass. So 1st and 10 here after the monster gain out the air. We'll have twins towards the left, a single slot on the right side for Wright. Wright will just hand off to Jackson. Jackson stopped. That ball comes out. I think Munford's got it. As the ball came out, Munford had got on it quickly, but they will not. That will not count as a fumble. Munford fan base had hope for a minute. Interesting. Who's on the other side to see that? So here we go. 22. It is 2nd and 8 here. Keeping this formation out here for Wright. Wright will have a man to his right. Wright hands off to Jackson. Jackson is stopped, though, and dropped fairly quickly from Lum. Lum listed as the wide receiver cornerback junior this year. Be a loss of 1 on that play. So now 3rd and 8. Third and 9, I believe. Thought it'd been 3rd and 8. I think they gave him back a yard. So 3rd and 9 now. Ball still on this. Ball. Ball at around the 23-ish. Yeah, 23. Twins on the left. Single slot on the right. He is rolling towards his right. Can right find anyone? That is chunked deep in the end zone. Almost picked off. We got flags, though. And it was for Munford, Anderson, who had almost picked that one off. Oh, my goodness. Another PI call, pass interference on the Cougars. And if you're Munford faithful, you're not happy with that one. An unfortunate play call, and that is on the Cougars. Man, oh man, killer drive, killer play. That is rough for Munford. With only less than 4 to go, 3:30, that is the opposite of what you want to happen. Munford, though, still with a chance to get this stop defensively. They've got to come up with it fairly soon as they're in their own red zone. Trips to the right. We'll just get that one towards Jackson. Jackson stopped quickly, though. Big-time tackle from Dylan Dorr. Dorn, the senior this year, listed as one of the free safety on defensively, comes up with a big tackle. This ball's on the 13-yard line here. We've got less than 3 minutes to go in Munford, Tennessee, with the Warriors in their own red zone. That'll be handoff once again towards Jackson. Jackson not much of a gain at all on that play. Looks like we got a timeout called by Munford, so we'll take a small break here. Memphis Central 29, Munford 22, right here on the Central Sports Network. Mention some of the really cool costumes that we've got out of this Munford student section, and I see the Chick-fil-A cow. Can't really see it, but we get a camera shot of that. You can kind of see it there a little bit, but there is a Chick-fil-A crowd, Chick-fil-A cow in the crowd. He's got a referee shirt on. Awesome student section. We're still here on the Central Sports Network, centralsportsnetwork.org/watch, where you can watch this game exclusively live via YouTube. This one's drawn dead. Flag on the play.
Flag down. Dead ball, leaving a feature on the offense.
That one be on Central. Memphis would be forced to go back 5.
3rd and 17 for the Warriors.
All right. 3rd and 17 now. 3rd and forever, it feels like, for the Warriors. Twins on either side, either direction. We've got deep corner. Flag is on the play. It's caught. As there is a flag on the play, but a massive catch in the end zone. We're going to have to see what this one's about. Once again, it was Farmer on the catch. They're going to. So that penalty is actually going to fall on Memphis Central. It will be declined because it's out of bounds. So if you thought third and forever was long, now we got fourth and about a quarter of a football field. .225 left to go here. Clock has paused because of the flag. And we're going to see another timeout. Timeout called for Memphis Central. We'll take a small break here. We'll be right back here on CSN.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
Still .225 left to go here in the fourth and final quarter. We've got Memphis Central up over the undefeated Munford Cougars, 29-22. District 5 championship, rivalry bowl, if you want to call it. Two heated rivals coming together, clashing together here exclusively on the Central Sports Network. What a fun day it's been in Tennessee. We're going to have trips to the right side. We'll have a man in motion. I believe that's actually working in motion now. Wright's going to be back to throw. That's down, cross the middle, is incomplete. A big-time fourth down stop for Munford. Munford will force turnover on downs now. And they're going to go back on offense with 2:19 left to go. A massive, massive stop. My goodness, they needed that. Munford now, they're going to have a chance to possibly tie this game or even go up in this game. A two-point conversion will do it, but a touchdown is needed if they want to stay undefeated in regular season play. Twin split on the right here. This is new. Oh, he's still on his feet. Deutsch is gone. 30, 20, 15, 10. Back to the crib is Munford. And we have got this ball game is back to a 1-point difference. But there was a flag, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even notice this flag. I just noticed it. There was a flag called all the way back at around the opposite 20, about maybe around 25-yard line was called. Touchdown will be called back. It is still 22 for Munford. That is, oh, wow, that's on Munford. Man, that was detrimental penalty called on Munford. And it was holding on offense. And man, how will Munford respond? It's 1st and 15 here. It's probably going to be around the 10-yard line, maybe a 12-yard line. Man, this is tough. It's first and forever, it feels like. Starks will keep it power left. He is still going. Breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle. Still on his feet, will spin. Finally brought out of bounds for a first down. for the Munford Cougars. As this clock is stopped, it's 1:53 left. As this clock is running now, 1:45 left to go here. Munford under high pressure here. They have got to get a score here. Undefeated season's on the line as we're going to see a timeout called. Timeout officially will be via Memphis Central. That means we're going to take a timeout, come back here. We got a close game here in Tennessee right here on CSN. .22 for Munford. Memphis Central leads 29. A minute 38 here in the fourth and final. Cougar Munford's undefeated regular season on the line. And a very high pressured situation for this offense, which this offense has done phenomenal all night, but finally Memphis Central has really put a burden on them and finally able to respond with a lot of Munford's weapons. Munford, they're only going to have about 1:38 to score. They have got to score a touchdown if they want to force an overtime or if they want to get this W. Halloween night, could it be spooky for Munford? As this is a spooky drive coming up. All right, Starks will hand off. That's once again number 23, Turnage. Ran out of bounds once again on I believe a 2-yard pickup on the play. Smart play though from Turnage to run out of bounds to stop the clock at 1:32. It's about 2nd and 8 here. Gonna run the 3-down lineman. And once again, Turnage, huge spin move for the first down. What an athletic play. Turnage, the senior, running back. Again, another huge play. They gotta hurry this up though. 1:22. Ball is given to Turnage. That one ran out of bounds, so the clock will stop at 1:15. And it seems like we got possibly an injury over here on our close sideline, specifically the Munford sideline. I can't even tell who's down actually. I believe a Memphis Central player down. Got Coach Calhoun coming over there. And that was Jaden Cole who had went down on that play. We're continuing here. It is 2nd and 9 here. Here we go, 1:15 left to go. Munford's undefeated season on the line. We'll give this one. That's the turn. Turns going to look to throw. He is wide open. Drops the pass. How unfortunate for Bell. Bell wide open. Bell would have been gone if that was caught. If you're a Cougar fan, heartbreaking play that time. They still got a chance. It's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 46 here. Still a chance here. Still over a minute left. Really a great throw from Turge. It's the second time he's thrown tonight. And really only 2 throws overall tonight for Munford. It's one of the best ground teams you'll see in the state of Tennessee. Aaron out there almost worked, though. They're going to have twin split on the right. Oh, wow. Stark's going to look to throw this one deep left field. It is caught for Turge. Caught around the 20-yard line. Big catch and gain for the Cougars. Wow. A massive, massive catch. Still a minute left. They're hurrying this one up. This clock is rolling. Turge is going to have it. He's turned on the Jets, ran out of bounds, and there is a flag on the play. Clock will stop at 49. Let's see what this flag's on. It's going to be on Munford. Yeah.
Holding on the offense.
A holding call on the offense here. When we move back just a little bit, it's going to be first and forever, 1st and 20 here. Trying to get that one off, and that one is ran by Bell. Bell will run out to his left and stop and drop. 43 left on this clock. We got a Cougar timeout here. Memphis Central still leads 29-22 here on CSN. 43 seconds left to go here. Ball on the 28-yard line. Munford on offense if you're just joining us. And Munford with a really, really good chance to punch this one back into the end zone. They will have an opportunity to take this into overtime, play it safe, or go for a 2-point conversion to save this undefeated season. Munford with a chance to go 10-0 tonight if they could pull out this win over Central. And this is a big moment for this Munford offense. Been able to put work in all game as it leads up to this fourth quarter. 43 on the clock. Number 20 who's going to get it. It's Dortch. Dortch rolling out to his right. Stopped. Nice tackle for number 26 that time of Memphis Central. He couldn't get out of bounds in time, but it was Williams who had come up with the stop, and we got a down Warrior on the field. An injury timeout, and you could tell he's in pain. Again, another big tackle, though, for Memphis Central. As there is 33 left in this fourth quarter. Memphis, again, though, Munford, again, though, still with an opportunity to either put this one away or tie it. Here we go, back out here on offense. This is 3rd and 13. This is the most important play of this game for Munford. As this clock's gonna roll, we got less than 30. Turge will have it up the middle. Try to run that one back up the gut. We got another timeout called. This one, once again, will go for the Cougars. We'll take another small break here. It is the Warriors up 29 over the Cougars 22 here on CSN. We welcome you back inside here. The fourth and final quarter, 22 seconds left here from the state of Tennessee. Friday Night Lights here. It's been a fun night. And I wonder if I can find, if I have enough time maybe. Not sure. I don't think I'll have enough time to pull up some Arkansas scores, because we are at the final moments of this fourth quarter. 22 left here. Both teams enter the field. No more timeouts remain. Both teams used all 3 here in this second half. As Munford's, quite literally, their undefeated season is on the line. It is 4th and 7. Trying to get a couple Central players confused. It's a big moment. The undefeated season for the Cougars on the line here. Starks will get it. Starks will throw after he's being hit, and it is unsuccessful, incomplete. A heartbreaker. If you're Munford, Memphis Central turnover on downs. Man. As that is, once again, Munford just, that is an absolute heartbreaker, man. Man, what a finish. We still have 14 on the clock. Central's going back on offense here. Man, can't imagine how Coach Calhoun's feeling at this moment. Memphis Central back here on offense, and unless they just do something drastic, I think this game possibly could be done. Flag is thrown, though, after the QB knee. Tried to knee it. False start on Memphis Central. We're going to have to move 5 back just to knee it again. Here we go now, 1st and 15. We'll knee it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Memphis Central, they have upsetted the undefeated Munford Cougars at Munford High School. An unbelievable victory for Memphis Central tonight. As the playoffs start next week in the state of Tennessee, just an absolute heartbreaker for Munford. So again, unsuccessful night for Munford on a scary, spooky Friday Night Lights on Halloween. Munford played such a great game, had such a great first half, and you got to talk about Tay Starks, man. Starks is a beast. Starks only a sophomore this year. That kid's future is special and very, very bright. Look out for that name, Tay Starks, as the years go on. But, man, Memphis Central with the upset tonight in Munford, Tennessee. Final score, Memphis Central 29, Munford 22. This has been a presentation of the Central Sports Network. All broadcasts are available and archived exclusively on centralsportsnetwork.org/watch. For Logan Gilly, I'm Alex Gallion and the entire CSN family. We'll see you next time, and we've had a fun week. 4A state tournament, Tennessee football. What a week it's been. Good night, everyone.